Hi, I'm Hayes.
And I'm Layla.
And we're blind. I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Because we didn't either.
Hey guys, it's Hayes, and just before the episode, I wanted to let you know that we are reacting to our first episode released on YouTube and Spotify called We Still Have Homework, Talking High School as a Blind Person. But to keep things short, we did edit out quite a bit of the episode, so if you haven't seen it already, you can definitely go check it out on both of those platforms. We're mostly focusing on some of our commentary on the episode, what we thought, if we thought it was good, if we thought it was cringe, just different parts of that, so make sure to go check out the full episode if you haven't already. It is a good episode, but you lose a lot of context if you just listen in this episode. Hopefully you didn't miss too much and can still understand even if you haven't seen the full episode, but no matter if you ever haven't seen it, I hope you enjoy.
Hi everyone, I'm Layla.
And I'm Hayes.
And welcome back to Didn't See That Coming. So today's an exciting day. Well, actually tomorrow's a more exciting day, but today is one day before our anniversary, which is 6/7. It's one day before, so first of all, happy 364th day of the podcast. And second of all, we have some exciting things coming tomorrow, so just be on the lookout for that. They'll be posted literally everywhere, like Instagram, Spotify,
YouTube, Instagram, all the places.
Be on the lookout. So yeah. And third of all, today, to honor our pre-anniversary, we are going to be reacting to our first episode.
Which is kind of scary, because I really don't want to hear our first episode, but
I'm nervous.
I'm also nervous. So I am screen sharing on Zoom our Spotify. Tell me if you can hear this.
Hi, I'm Hayes.
Yep,
and I'm Layla.
And we're blind. I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Because we didn't either.
Classic intro. Just had to pause to say we've kept it the same.
Yep, it's going to be the same
Should we switch
forever.
it up or should we keep it the same?
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell us. I think
for bonus episodes, we sometimes do some fun
interesting
stuff with it.
But yeah.
Hi, welcome back to the podcast. Didn't see that coming.
Wait,
I'm
what?
Layla.
And I'm Hayes.
And today we are talking about high school as blind.
I just have to comment.
Why did
that
we say
said
welcome
back? And we've never had an episode.
Yeah,
before.
why did we say that? I for a second I thought you were on the wrong episode. Whoa.
No.
I thought you were on the wrong episode.
Yeah.
Why did we say okay, that's cringe. I'm so sorry.
Why did you say welcome back? I didn't say welcome back.
That was me. You're right. I don't know why I did that. I sound the same.
I feel like I sound different, but let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, high school's definitely got its good moments, its bad moments, its fun moments, its embarrassing moments. You do definitely get plenty of those with blind people, but you know, there are definitely a lot of great things, and us blind people are definitely as capable of getting through high school as sighted people. But I bet you've got a lot of questions how we're able to do things like classwork.
So a lot of blind people do assignments in virtual formats, especially.
I feel like that was a really bad opener.
Yeah, that was a weird.
That was really cringe.
Segue. Also, Hayes, you do sound younger.
I know. I don't like it. I do not like my younger voice. I sound like
that's
weird.
so funny. Okay.
But I was like, high school has good moments. It has bad. I sound like one of those we've been through the good
commercials.
We've been through the bad.
That was a really funny opener. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Now with a lot of technology, there are things called screen readers, which read the screen to us.
Captain Obvious. Okay.
I mean, you would be surprised, but still.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, I feel like I did have to clarify, but it is all, that's just, screen readers, they read the screen.
Read the screen. Okay.
Braille displays, which have almost virtual Braille, I want to say. Those will be covered future episode, probably.
Layla talked about Braille displays, but the actual machine that makes physical Braille, it's called a Brailler. It looks like a typewriter, but first off, it's heavy and annoying to bring from class to class, but secondly, it is really loud.
Very loud.
It distracts me, and I'm using it, so I can't even imagine how the people beside me are feeling.
That was funny. That was funny.
This is actually, honestly, we didn't do bad. I thought it was going to be
that was some good host
cringier.
banter.
Yeah. Especially, I forgot about the probably. That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, the probably was low-key peak because I remember, okay, shout out to all my cousins who watch the podcast. they literally would say probably like all the time because they'd be referencing the podcast, and then they got sad when we stopped saying probably. So like we say probably probably like 8 times in this episode.
We may start saying it again.
Yeah, we should
probably.
Tell us if we should bring back probably.
You didn't go for it, Layla.
Oh, sorry.
We
we'll
were
say
supposed
it
to say
again.
we may start saying
probably.
Probably. There we go.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, we'll work on it.
So with technology is teacher adaptation, and especially when you're blind, teachers can make or break your experience with their willingness to adapt, their willingness to accommodate. And I've had great teachers and not great teachers.
One of the biggest things that teachers need to do for me is just make sure. So I have a teacher for the visually impaired. And so, the teacher doesn't even have to do all that stuff on their own. A big thing they can do is send it to her and she'll make whatever assignment it is accessible for me. So there are a lot of teachers that think that's great. There are also some teachers that don't. I've definitely walked into a classroom and been handed a paper before.
Okay, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, I know we have multiple teachers that watch this now, and I just wonder what they think about us literally like slandering certain type of teachers.
I feel like you were specifically calling out one teacher there.
I was, and she does not.
But I highly doubt she watches the podcast.
She doesn't. Okay.
Okay, listen, if you're any teacher of mine that watches the podcast, I like you, because I know all the teachers that watch my podcast, and, like, you guys are the best.
Okay.
If the teachers who don't watch my podcast are bad just because they don't watch it.
No, that's real. I'm pretty... Okay, the person, I knew exactly who I was talking about. Whenever I rewatch it, like whenever we rewatch this, I really don't think she watches this. So most likely, if you're one of my teachers watching this, you're good. Yeah. But there's one that if you're out there, wait, I'm not gonna say anymore.
Yeah, you probably should stop.
Yeah,
you probably should stop. Most teachers are
one
great.
day I'm gonna come back and hunt you down. And no, I'm done. Okay.
We could have phrased things a lot better.
Yeah, you're right.
We could have been nicer.
I could have now.
But we're
right now.
No, and like. You gotta be honest, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
We should do a whole episode on, like, talking to teachers. Like, being like, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do.
We should get a teacher on here.
We should get a teacher on here.
Teachers, you want to come on? Comment.
Yeah, comment.
Tell us.
Okay.
You want to come.
This year we did one of those things where you have, like, prompts posted around the wall.
Like a gallery walk?
Yes. And, like, you have to, like, answer... like questions, right?
So a gallery walk.
Yes, Layla. Yes. But so
sorry.
That is such an us interaction.
That is very much like what this podcast is now. Like I feel like that really like set the tone. Like that was awesome.
Like this is kind of boring because we were just like both like yapping and not like building off of each other, and now we're just like
then that
yelling
one
at each
was
other the
good.
whole time. Yeah, now we have, like, banter. We used to not
have
banter.
No, I also think, like, me and Hayes actually talked about this, that we have definitely loosened up a lot since the first episode, and the host-to-host, like, dynamic has gotten a lot better, because I think the first episode we were definitely both, like, really nervous.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were very much, like, we have to, be, like, all professional and whatever, and now I feel 100%. Like we definitely, like, have loosened up, and the banter is a lot better.
In like past experience, my classes have done it, and I've just kind of like walked around really awkwardly trying to like one hand like my braille device, and it doesn't really work. But my teacher this year came up with the idea to give me a cart to put my technology on so I could wheel it around and still read the braille, because it made a really stressful assignment something that I was actually fully able to participate in.
That teacher watches the podcast, by the way, or
Yay!
at least she used to.
Yeah.
Miss Craner, if you're still watching the podcast, I miss you, and I want to be in your class again. And you were the best.
Yeah, shout out to you. I don't even know who you are, but yay.
She was my chemistry teacher from last year.
Oh, you liked her.
Like, yeah, I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Hayes did always talk about how much she liked you.
Yeah. I like a lot of my teachers, though, to be fair. But yeah, chemistry is like a crazy, crazy class to teach to a blind person. So, I respect
I'm taking
you
chemistry this year.
I respect you for teaching chemistry in general, actually.
I'm taking chemistry this year. If my this year chemistry teacher somehow comes back and watches this, I hope it goes well. I don't know.
It actually wasn't that. We'll talk after class. I just said we'll talk after class.
We'll talk after class. Oh, no.
We'll talk after the podcast, but
okay.
I got you.
So let's talk about the social aspect. Friends, unfriends, all the things.
I really just tried to make a joke and it like didn't work.
It kind of
Like
didn't, but
like I just tried to make a joke that did not fly. That's so bad.
you've made less funny jokes before.
Listen, do you Hayes, but do you remember when you made that joke about what do you call a blind 5-year-old, Layla? And I
Yes.
genuinely laughed for like 20 minutes.
We put it on the podcast at one point in our blind
we
jokes
did.
episode.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Okay.
I know, and it really wasn't funny, but you thought it was the funniest
I
thing ever.
genuinely thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever
Yeah.
heard.
I was like, it is not that funny, but like, I was also happy you were laughing at my joke, so I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So definitely as a blind person, you get put in some awkward situations with friends, but there can also be some great friends and some great people. I, for one, have a friend who I sit with at lunch, and there was one time that he looked at me totally seriously and asked me if driver's ed was hard. And as a
The bad noises.
Oh, you
comment
can't
on
hear
this.
the bad noises. Even though
We were
lucky now
filming on
we
my
still
bed.
have background noise like sometimes.
But like, at least
But-
it's not me moving the thing. That was so bad.
Yeah,
Why
that
did we
was
film
not
in the
good.
bed?
I don't know. We literally filmed the last time we filmed an episode in person. We also filmed on the bed.
I know we did. There probably are bad noises in there. It's just like an easy place
That's
to
coming
sit
out like
on.
next week or something. So tell us if there are bed noises.
Well, I'll edit them out because now I know how to.
Oh yeah, okay.
Woohoo! Yay! Okay.
blind person, I cannot drive. He knew I was blind. I have known this kid for at least 2 years, probably over 2 years. And he asked me very seriously if driver's ed was hard, and I looked at him and told him that it was one of the hardest things he'd ever do, and that he would struggle. So I love people like that who forget I'm blind, can laugh about it afterward, and just see me as me and not the blind kid.
Exactly. But, you know, there definitely are awkward
Okay, wait. Pause it for a sec.
interaction.
I
There
feel
we go,
like
okay.
over this past year, like I know I said that, but I feel like over this past year, I've realized that there's so much nuance to the way I feel about people forgetting I'm blind. And
Really?
it is not that simple anymore, just FYI. So basically, I'm going to try not to get like too, lost in the sauce, to quote one of my friends who is better be watching this right now. But I think that when people forget I'm blind, first of all, on the surface, it makes me feel good because I'm like, oh, they're not thinking that I'm like the helpless blind kid. And that's what I said last year, right? Was that it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
But there's also a big part of me now that has grown into my blindness and is not necessarily that I saw it as a bad thing back then, and not necessarily that I don't see it as a bad thing now. Like I don't, but I don't. It's very like there's a lot of nuance in the bad and good that I see in it as well. But I think now it makes me think like blindness has become a really integral part of my identity that I am proud of, even with all of the negativity, and there's a heck of a lot, and we've talked about it, but it has become a part of me that I'm really proud of. And so for me, people forgetting that on the surface, haha, it's funny. Right under the surface, yeah, it makes me feel good because it makes me think that they think I'm capable. And then way deep down, I'm like, how did you forget this part of me that I love? Like, because it really has given me a lot, even if it's taken a lot too. And I like can acknowledge that, but it's also given me a lot, and it's who I am. And I would not, I don't think I'd change it, because then I wouldn't be here right now and I'd probably be bored.
That's fair.
But yeah, and so there's just a lot of the deeper undercurrents that I did not touch on last year. I don't know if I had thought about them and just didn't want to say it on the episode, but yeah.
I really like I never really thought about it that deeply. I just think it's cool, but like I totally understand like where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I knew that. That's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, shall we
Anyways,
continue?
let's go.
And situations you'll be placed in as the only blind person in a classroom. Like, presentations are awkward for everyone, but it's triple times the awkward whenever you have a braille paper and you don't have enough space for it. So you kind of forget that putting it on your computer and moving it around will press keys, and so you're reading on top of your computer, and then your teacher has to interrupt you mid-slide to let you know that it started skipping slides because, obviously you're blind. You can't see that.
That actually I didn't like sell that, but oh my god, that was actually so embarrassing.
That's so funny. Yeah, you did tell that really weird because you said like you instead of I. Like you should have just been like this happened.
I know,
to me.
like I don't even know what I was doing.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Definitely moments like that, but also
Embarrassing. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was weird. Okay, I didn't like that.
It's so weird.
No, and that's like a thing that people say like whenever something happens, they're like embarrassing. Like I have a friend who says that. I don't know if she watches this or not, but
Is that just one person who says that though?
well, no,
I've never
I think
heard
like
that before.
I think like multiple people say it, but I've definitely heard one friend that says it like a lot.
Oh.
I think especially this year, I found a lot of people who don't see me as the blind kid, but just see me as me and see my blindness as an integral part of me, but also a part that they can forget. I've had
There I go.
multiple,
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting there.
multiple friends in the past 3 months actually send me pictures. And while there is AI technology that can describe pictures to you, which may be featured in another episode, probably, there have been multiple people that have sent me pictures, and I have texted them back and said, I'm blind. Also, blindness and texting will also probably be covered in the next episode or a future episode.
Probably. High schools are big and sometimes very confusing for the sighted people.
Mobility. Sighted people.
Was I so weird? Oh
You
my
still
God.
are.
I know, but am I that weird on the episode?
You're,
okay,
you're,
but would
we've
I
both
now
matured a lot.
interrupt
We've both
you and be
matured a
like,
lot, let's say.
mobility? Like that's
That is
weird.
something you would totally do now.
Okay, let's just move on.
There was a time where I was carrying a table that was going under a keyboard for a jazz gig that was not at our school, and I was taking it out to my mom's car, and she was parked outside of a door that was outside of our theater, and to access that door you have to go backstage. And I think anyone who's been backstage of a theater knows that there is stuff everywhere. There are props and there are people and there is furniture that have been used for shows. There are at least 3 couches back there. And so I was going back there and trying to find this door, and I knew kind of where it was, but not really. So I have the table in one hand and the cane in the other. And I ended up walking into the backstage dance room.
The bed noises.
The room where we practice dancing with mirrors full of people. So that was embarrassing. And then I had to reroute and go out the other door. And I finally found my mom's car, but it took me very long to...
Why did I... Okay. Why did I give so much info?
I know you were like, we did a jazz gig. There were 3 couches. It's fine. We both
She was
overcompensated.
parked 3 feet outside the door of outside the theater, which was 30 yards. Like, you did not need that much.
It's fine. We both kind of overcompensated.
I also
think
definitely just wanted to
thought
say
I'd be
that I
longer.
did a jazz gig. Like, I definitely just wanted to sound cool, and that's why I said jazz
You,
gig. Like, I
you
definitely just
normally
wanted
would be
to
like,
sound
it was
cool.
a band activity, but like in normal life, that you were like jazz gig. Like, look
Yeah,
at me.
because low key though, it was so fun, guys. Like,
I
trust.
bet. I want you to play me jazz piano.
Okay, I will.
When people see that cane coming, they jump out of my way, and it makes me laugh and also makes me not have to get through crowds.
Yeah.
So if you see a cane, get out of the way. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not a laser.
I'll get out of the way, but I'm also like not intentionally trying to hit you with it. So
Well,
keep calm.
actually, never mind. We're not.
That kind of fell flat.
That really did.
Because that honestly was pretty funny, and I was
You
just
should have
like,
reacted to it, and you didn't.
no, that
and so
actually
then-
was really. Why did I not react?
Yeah, I was kind of proud. Like that was smooth that I slid that in there, and it was kind of
That
funny, and then
actually
you
was
just
funny.
totally like let it go. It's okay.
Once I decided that I was going to stop laughing.
Sorry.
Once I decided that I was going to walk to class on autopilot and turn too early, so I ran into the edge of a door, like the corner, where it's sharp, and unbeknownst to me, I cut myself and I was bleeding. So I did have to leave school early and get my forehead glued just because I wasn't paying attention and ran into a door. Fun day.
So that's why we use our canes. Sometimes.
I feel like that also felt really flat, but it's fine.
Yeah, I forgot about that when you had to get.
That
your
was
head glued.
actually terrible. It was so embarrassing.
I remember
'cause
you
think, like,
texted me and you were just like, I had to get
Yeah.
my head glued, and I was like, oh.
I bet you there's like a report somewhere and it's like blind girl ran into door, caught herself on
Definitely.
door.
Accident report.
Blood on door, forehead glued. Like, oh my god, it was so bad.
So bad.
And like kids were in the hallway, which that was all I was concerned about. I was like, how many people saw me hit the door?
Yeah.
Because that's high school for you.
How many people saw the blood gushing down my head?
But that also kind of fell flat. So whoopsies.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not all blind people are actually running into stuff, but me and Layla aren't known to be the most responsible people. And yeah, we're definitely kind of clumsy.
I agree.
This isn't, I mean, it's kind of a universal blind person thing, but also, it's kind of also just us.
I still agree that me and you are both pretty clumsy. I don't think that's changed.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there, that this is still accurate. Now we just don't talk about it anymore.
Exactly.
We're over-embarrassing ourselves.
Yeah.
And then there are, though, some universal mobility struggles, like walking in a straight line.
Oh my gosh. We have a courtyard in our school with sidewalks that are covered by awnings, and the awnings are held up by poles throughout, like, every 5, 6, 7 feet. There's a pole.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Anyways.
Not the awning on either side of the sidewalk, and it's mostly straight sidewalk. Well, I can't walk in a straight line on a given day, but especially when I'm cold. So, mornings, walking through that courtyard, I will be walking on the sidewalk and fall off of it into the grass because I can't walk in a straight line. And there will be random people behind me that I don't know that I can feel judging. I can feel the judgment on the back of my neck from them looking at me.
Okay, but what I want to know, Layla, is like, why is it established that whenever it's cold, when it's harder?
Because when I'm cold, I'm thinking about being cold, and I'm thinking about how I hate that it's cold, and I hate that I'm cold, and I hate that I'm shivering, and I just want to be inside where it's not cold, and I want to be warm again. When it's warm, I'm just warm and chill, and I can think about left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, walk in a straight line.
But then
When
why
I'm cold,
aren't you
that does not
thinking
apply.
about it being hot outside?
Because cold is worse. I'd rather be hot than cold.
I disagree with you on that statement, but we'll
I just said that wrong. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Just kidding.
I still am confused why it is the coldest.
This is still a thing to this day. This
I don't
not
get
changed. Okay,
I was
sorry.
I was very perplexed by that.
You don't have to get it.
This is true, but I'm still confused.
And talk about our favorite parts of high school. Hayes, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds great. So I would say the most positive thing for me about being in high school is the people that I've gotten to meet.
I was such a nerd. That was so nerdy. Okay.
Yeah, we know.
That was the most cringe line ever.
Yeah, we know.
Great. Okay.
So not even just friends, even though I have met some amazing friends who blindness has never been an issue with. It's the teachers that I've been able to interact with.
Nerd again.
That is so bad. No way I went on our first episode and I was like, I love my teachers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is kind of bad. Okay.
I would say one of my favorite parts has been the freedom that we get in high school. I don't know if I've walked in a line this whole year. And middle school, of course, elementary school, you walk in a line everywhere. And being the line leader is a great honor. And I did get to be the line leader sometimes.
Nice, Layla.
I know, I was a line leader kid. But even in middle school, we walked in lines sometimes, even though not all the time. But I don't know if I've walked in a line this whole year of high school. And also, there's a lot more trust that's put in you. I definitely know kids that have been skipping class. It's a lot easier to skip class.
Are you sure you're not one of those kids, Layla?
No,
There's some
let's not talk about
hesitation
that.
there.
So, anyways, moving on. Sorry guys, science is boring. No,
Layla.
I liked my science class this year.
Yep. High school is hard. High school can definitely be great, but
High school's blindsided me, if we're being honest.
but we're definitely all getting through it. Even the blind kids, so you've got this.
Thank you guys for watching. This is Didn't See That Coming, signing off.
We won't see you later.
That was also
we
a bad
should
closer.
bring back Didn't See
but
That
it's
Coming
fine.
signing off.
I actually like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Where did that go?
I don't know. I feel
we
like that
didn't-
may have just been a one-time thing, but I like that.
Yeah, we should, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I did not know that was coming out. I did not see that one coming, guys.
That's funny.
Well, yeah.
Well,
thank you guys so
do
much
we
for
have
watching.
any last
I
thoughts?
don't think so. I just think
what do we think? Do
we
think
might
we've gotten
still
better?
be this cringe and we just don't know.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments if you think we got better or if you don't.
Okay, well, be ready for our anniversary tomorrow.
Keep a lookout tomorrow. I don't know what time it's coming out, but you guys that have been with us from the beginning, thank you for spending a year with us. You guys that are just here now, you should spend the next year with us so that like next anniversary you can be like, wow.
Yeah. It's 2 years. That'll be insane.
That will be crazy.
And I'll be graduated high school.
And then we're low-key gonna like have to like take a are we gonna take a break? Wait, we need to talk about this not on the episode, okay.
We are gonna film while I'm in college.
Really? Okay, good.
We can't take a whole year off.
I didn't want to, but like
all
right, anyways, thank you guys for listening. Follow us, like, subscribe, comment, all the things.
Be ready for tomorrow. Didn't see that coming signing off.
Signing off. We won't see you later.